Today we are adding yet another shelf to my dandelion crayon wall. In case you've never heard of such a thing, let me enlighten you. This right here is a dandelion crayon, my favorite childhood crayon that was discontinued in 2017, so now I have a whole wall dedicated to it. And recently I've accumulated some more junk that I need to add to this wall. In order to do that, I need some more shelving, so I found this vintage Crayola store display shelf. I have no idea how old it is. I'm gonna guess the 50s because it looks quite a bit older than this other vintage shelf that I have that I think is from the 70s. All of that could be completely wrong, I have no idea. It originally had some awkward hooks on the back so that you could attach it to a shelf, but I asked my dad if he could break those off and instead replace them with these little hangers here so that we can hang it up on the wall. It does block my frog a little bit, which makes me kind of sad, but there it is. First thing I want to add are these Glad food storage containers right here because I always just thought they looked awkward positioned up there. This was the only shelf on my wall that was wide enough to actually hold them. And it looks like this shelf isn't quite wide enough either, but it worked. But speaking of food containers, I also want to add this new Swell food canister set. Crayola sent me the Swell water bottles back in the spring, but I found out they also came out with a food canister set that has dandelion on it and everything. I needed it. Here's the two other canisters nested inside of it. So I stuck those up here next to the Glad containers, and we still have some space over here on the left, so I think I'm going to take one of these easels to display one of the coloring books. While we're here, I do want to also add this to the wall. Is this little Crayola pencil pouch that's shaped like a backpack. It has the 8 retired crayon colors right here, including what I think is supposed to be dandelion right here. It looks a little pale, but that's okay. I rearranged this shelf earlier and it had this weird gap in the middle, so I think that fills it up nicely. Now moving back over here, a few weeks ago I customized this crayon picture frame and realized that you cannot really read it from up there. I need to put it somewhere lower down. I decided to move it down here and switch spots with this dandelion crayon cup that I customized a couple years ago. It was blocking this little card I had hanging there, so I just stuck it up there for now. But to make room for that, I had to move my crayon box memo folder holder thing, so I stuck it up here where the Glad food storage containers were. So here is how our dandelion crayon wall is looking so far. I did save this little spot up here open again because I have something in a future video that I'm going to put there, so stay tuned.